ready.
Okay, so welcome in to part 1 of our Wolfenstein retrospective. Obviously, Wolfenstein: The New Order, coming out May 20th, worldwide release. Even Titanfall couldn't do that. So looking forward to that. That news came out today, and also the news of its collector's edition with its dog tags and other random rubbish. But it doesn't come with the game, so that's interesting. But yeah, we're going to look at Wolfenstein 3D, and then Return to Castle Wolfenstein and Wolfenstein, just Wolfenstein, the Raven one.
The Raven software one.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein Singularity.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what it was, but
Sure.
So yeah, this is Wolfenstein 3D. Disclaimer for the folks at home. This is running through a source port called EC Wolf.
You fucking pirate. You just stole this, didn't you?
No, it's not pirate. Like, well, you would see it earlier, but I had my Steam thing open and I had Wolfenstein 3D in the background.
Okay.
Yeah, so this version allows me to have more display options.
Sound Blaster.
I can put the screen resolution up to whatever I want, which is very nice, which makes the graphics a little bit crisper. And the controls, I can fully remap them like the way you would expect.
So it's a PC game, is what you're telling me.
But like, you can still rebind your keys in the original Wolfenstein, but not to the extent that you can now. You couldn't have strafe left and strafe right. There was just one strafe button, like a strafe modifier.
So we're not taking a look at the original Wolfenstein, right?
I mean, this is pretty close. This is as close as you're gonna get.
I mean, we're not taking a look at the original, like,
DOS version.
one, right?
Oh no, let's forget that exists. No, obviously Castle Wolfenstein and whatever the sequel's called, like Beyond Castle Wolfenstein or something like that. Those games influenced this one. But obviously gameplay-wise, completely different, and this is its own thing. Basically, while they were making this game, they were big fans of that game, and they realised that no one had the rights to the Wolfenstein name anymore, and they thought, let's get that. So that's how that happened. This has 6 episodes, and we'll probably just play episode 1, but episode 3 is the one with Robo Hitler in it, so that's a good one.
Wait, what the fuck happens after you kill Hitler?
So episode 4, 5, and 6 are prequel missions.
Oh, for the thick, rich
storyline, yeah. But we're just going to escape from Wolfenstein here, and I'm going to play on the hardest difficulty, which I think just means more dudes.
Interesting.
In classic.
So, was this before Doom or after Doom?
Oh yeah, way before. I'm gonna say way before, over a year, but that's like a long time back then.
In video game land?
Yeah. Well, just back then, games were obviously made very differently.
I guess it's the part where I say I've never played Wolfenstein.
Yeah, it's... With Doom, there isn't much of a reason to go back to Wolfenstein.
With Doom?
Yeah, because Doom is basically this game, but better in every way.
But like, you're fighting hell demons. I think that's way cooler than fighting Nazis.
I suppose that's true. The thing that I like about Wolfenstein, and Doom doesn't have this, is that the enemies are vulnerable to your bullets. Like, they die in like 1 or 2 shots, but you're pretty vulnerable too. And I like
it's
that.
Not as like high
of
octane, like blockbustery.
It's still a very fast game, but
I also don't like you shooting these dogs. It's kind of fucked up.
Well, in the SNES version, they were changed to giant rats.
Giant rats?
Yeah, and there was
a dog is a giant rat, right? So.
There was no blood in the SNES version.
Fun fact, Dark Souls 2, you know the giant rats in Dark Souls 1 that give you poison when they hit you? Now they're giant dog. Well, I mean normal sized dogs really, but they give you poison in the same kind of stacked way. So.
Yeah. Well, there are dogs in Dark Souls as well, but...
Yeah, but I don't think they did poison.
No, I don't think so either.
What I do like about this game is that the secrets feel better integrated in like the world that they create here compared to Doom.
I think the secrets in this game are bullshit. It's the classic. It's the classic press spacebar against the wall until the wall opens up.
Oh, that's Doom. That's the same.
No, it's not. It really isn't. They're far better about changing the textures and changing things, making it more obvious. You can hear secret doors opening behind you and stuff. It's better.
But I do feel like this kind of atmosphere allows for more like hidden stuff better than like Doom. Like it didn't really make a lot of sense in Doom.
Yeah. But in this here, it's a bit more plausible that they have.
So of course Hitler has hidden walls with treasure behind it.
Yeah. Obviously, this game has like score and stuff like that, which is weird.
Yeah.
That was something that they took out of Doom mid-development. They realized that it's pointless in the context of a PC game.
It just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It makes the HUD busier than it needs to be.
Well, just even the concept of lives, you can see that at the bottom. It's like.
Oh yeah, lives. Interesting. So like, are there just not checkpoints, or?
No, well, you can save and load whenever you want, so it's not.
Okay, weird. Okay, yeah. Was that not the case when it first came out? Like.
No, it was. That's what I'm saying. It was pointless.
Okay, so legit, it was just pointless.
Yeah, I found the secret level. I knew.
Secret level? Do you like shoot the developers, or?
No, it's not. It's not that good.
Another Hall of Fame title.
What? What game do you shoot the developers in? That's such.
Isn't it like Serious Sam?
Oh yeah, well it's hard to say if they were developers or not. I'm not sure.
I mean, they could be. It's a bunch of pasty white people, like.
Yeah, with massive brain heads.
Yeah, just like real white people. Super smart.
Mhm. No.
I do like that you were in this blue level. Now you're in this hella pink level. That's pretty great.
And this is a secret level, so you wouldn't normally see such vivid color.
Do you get like a different gun, like a special gun, or is it just more treasure?
I think it's just more stuff. It's just more game.
Is there like a leaderboard?
In the Xbox 360 and the PSN versions there would be.
Okay.
I think there is a leaderboard in this.
Yeah, somewhere.
There might be somewhere.
Against like John Carmack or
Romero.
Was Romero involved with this?
Oh yeah. Yeah. This would have been Carmack, Romero, Tom Hall. I don't know who else, but those are the main three people if I can remember.
So what is in the hierarchy of like id games? Where does the Wolfenstein franchise lie for you?
Well, that's a weird one because obviously with Wolfenstein, this is the only one that id actually made. Well, apart from Spear of Destiny, but we'll get to that later.
Sure.
It's basically a mission pack for this.
Yeah.
The later games in the series were all basically outsourced, if you want to use that dirty word.
Ugh, dirty.
Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. Because I think this game's still fun. That's the weird thing about it. Like, even though Doom completely surpasses this, it's still fun.
Yeah. Seems like kind of on every level Doom surpasses this game.
Yeah. Just in terms of technology. The worst thing about this is because this game doesn't have like stairs or anything like that, so all the levels just look the same.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that the textures of the walls change. So.
Pretty like boring geometry.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that it was a first-person shooter, I guess.
But this was like the first-person shooter, right?
Pretty much. I mean, it did do Hover Tank 3D. I died. Did do Hover Tank 3D, and they did do what's the other one? Catacomb 3D, which were like first-person shooters, but not really. Not like this. You know.
For games like this, and like Doom was one except like one. Oh, you died. What?
I said.
And Doom was also part of this kind of deal. It's hard for me to kind of care about these games on like a more meaningful context apart from like historical value, because I just don't find myself too invested in the gameplay, I guess.
Yeah.
And like the world and the fiction.
Pistol, by the way.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make it. If I was playing this properly, I would save at the start of each level, so it's not a thing. So you can sort of surpass that. I'm sure you do that in Doom as well.
This knife seems super lame. I'm just gonna say.
Against those big blue guys, yeah, it's not too bad against the brown shirts.
Oh really?
Yeah. The knife is pretty bad.
So you've also your weapons. Why didn't you just quick load? Did you not save that one?
No.
Okay.
I'll probably just start the other episodes if I keep on feeling here.
Probably.
Because I want to show off a bit of each one anyway, just for a bit of variety. I think episode 2 has the zombies in it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would also be interested to see what the game over screen looks like, because I don't know if I've ever actually seen it.
So Wolfenstein does have a long history of like it not being directly involved with it, right?
Yeah.
Then Okay.
I'm sure they like oversee it. They still get like their logos on the box of all of them and everything. It's just they're not necessarily developing it per se.
And like even this new Wolfenstein game being made by Machine Games, former Starbreeze people,
Yeah.
is it tech? Like there is heritage there beyond the name.
Yeah. Sure.
Single player only. That's another thing, I guess.
Which is true of Wolfenstein 3D as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a quick save here because I've got.
Are we going to take a look at enemy territory? Any chance?
No, I'm gonna skip it.
Okay.
Why did someone ask that in the chat?
No.
Let's pretend it did. Thank you, whoever asked that in the chat.
Thank you, guys,
no.
Lightner in the chat.
No, I'm not, because Return to Coffin Wolfenstein will sort of cover that a bit.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone really plays it online anymore. I never really played it that much, so that's why I don't really want to talk about it.
Were you more of the source shooter? The World War II source shooter? What is that called?
Day of Defeat?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that came out afterwards, but yeah. The reason why Enemy Territory took off was because it was free to play before that was even a thing. Before that was a dirty thing.
Is that the only reason in your mind?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Because it was just based on Return to Castle Wolfenstein's multiplayer, but it was free.
Okay.
So like anyone could just download it and start playing.
So you're like, it's the equivalent of Fear. What was it? Fear Combat? Was that the one they released just the multiplayer for free?
Yeah, but no one cared.
Yeah, no one cared because Fear multiplayer sucked.
No, it didn't suck. It was just wasn't interesting. Like Enemy Territory had
it was a bunch of
classes
stuff.
and objectives and stuff.
Yeah.
And the
Viewers
fact that
just
it
shoot
was
each other in slow motion.
that was originally a part of an expansion for Return to Castle Wolfenstein that got cancelled mid-development, but the multiplayer was kind of like done, I guess, and they said, well, let's just put this out for free.
Yeah. It did. And then they tried to do it with Quake Wars, right?
Yes.
But that was like a full-fledged product.
That was
like
a full-fledged product. I thought that game was quite good when it first came out.
It was not on consoles.
When it first came out, yeah, it was PC only when it first came out. And that demo, they had a fantastic level for the demo, and then the rest of the game wasn't as good as that.
No?
It's one of those weird instances where...
So it's like Bioshock?
No, it was one of those weird instances. I don't know if you've experienced this before, but I actually preferred just playing the one level over than all the levels. I was happy enough, you know?
It's kind of how I feel about Titanfall right now, because I like those 2 maps in the beta, and the rest I'm not so sure about.
Yeah, I get that.
I've been playing a lot of Hardpoint Domination with Taylor Watkins, friend of the site. Who doesn't read our stuff anymore, so whatever that means. And we're playing Hardpoint Domination. It plays a bunch of maps that I haven't touched before, because it seems like a lot of that stuff just isn't funneled into the attrition game modes. So I'm playing those maps, and kind of lame.
I feel like I should play more of it. I don't know, I thought I'd seen most of the maps in that game, if not all of them. I thought they were all good, I don't know.
There's like a water one, which kind of sucks.
Lagoon?
Lagoon kind of sucks. There's this like really like kind of corridory one that I can't remember the name of. It's like it's like brown. It looks like you're on Mars, kind of weirdly. Can't think of the name of it.
Is it the one with the dragons now?
No, it's not the one with the dragons. I'm gonna pull up a Titanfall map list here.
Find a secret.
What was it? What was in the secret?
Ammo, health, and treasure, so a bit of everything. One of the things about Wolfenstein, never knock against it, compared to its successors. Not a lot of weapons, really.
Yeah.
This machine gun is pretty much your bread and butter. There's also the chain gun, which is technically better, but it spits out ammo a lot faster, so it's sort of overkill, especially against the weaker enemies in the game.
Yeah.
So the machine
the map I was talking about was called Rise.
Son of I don't remember.
It's not very popular in terms of the matchmaking. I've played it twice in my entire 15-hour playthrough of Titanfall.
Just now you're calling it a playthrough. Like for a multiplayer game.
I don't
play
like-
through.
I play through
right now.
Titanfall.
Yeah.
I finished I'm doing New Game Plus, Gen 2 playthrough. Check my stream out. Titanfall Esports. So, in Germany, did this game get hella censored or did it not even come out?
Didn't come out. I think
Okay.
every single Wolfenstein game ever has not come out in Germany.
Is this new one? Has this new one been confirmed?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but probably.
So, is it just like Germany's really crazy about like its bullshit it did in the past, or is it just really sensitive about it, or?
I don't know. You should probably ask a German man.
That's what I'm asking you. British Isles.
Yeah, it's just next door.
Yeah, it's right next door. It's just an island. I don't like how you can't shoot around those corners even though you can see the guy.
Well, you know, it's 1992, yo.
That's when I was born.
Same.
Yeah.
But you're older from this game. I'm younger from this game. That's where.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When does this game come out?
September, now you say?
No, then I'm younger than this game. No way, I'm older. My apologies. God, fuck.
You don't even know your own birthday.
I don't even know where
It's a real American mistake to me.
I'm immortal.
So in this game plays BJ Blazkowicz.
Which there was some weird news that got out. It was like people were like, "What was his heritage? Is he Jewish? Polish?"
Well, it's kind of implied in the name, I guess. I'm not like Blazkowicz. Like, it sounds like a European name, but like
It sounds like
at
a
the same
Polish
time,
name.
but it also sounds like bullshit. And I think it's probably that.
I feel like they just wanted to call him BJ, right?
Yeah.
Like that was the objective.
I think it's a great name, like in that sort of campy spoof sort of way.
Yeah.
Which looks like the New Order is gonna follow up on that.
It's hard to say. Like it kind of seems like it is, but it also seems kind of serious at sometimes.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I'll be really interested to see how that game turns out. No one's really making first-person shooters like those anymore.
No, especially not single-player ones.
Starbreeze used to, but they don't anymore.
Yeah, because they actually want to make games that give them money, which is fair enough.
Fair enough, right? They're not owned by a big like company like Bethesda. And props to Bethesda giving them the resources to make this thing, like this single-player first-person thing.
Yeah. Definitely.
Whether it's good or not, I just like that it exists. Like
Yeah.
even Prey 2 was going to be something like that too. So.
And obviously Wolfenstein, with enemy territory, I should really stop saying obviously, but enemy territory, that was obviously a huge multiplayer title, and it would be really easy for them to go, I stick some multiplayer on it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to. You can't
Like at some
not.
point, like enemy territory, enemy territory is probably a more popular brand than Wolfenstein at this point, right?
No, I would say it's wrong, but like,
No. I feel like it's at least ingrained. It's kind of ingrained into the heritage of it.
it was a big deal, that thing, when it was out,
Yeah.
and current.
Yeah.
It was that was how Counter-Strike got big, because it started off as a mod, and if you had Half-Life, boom, you had Counter-Strike.
Like, couldn't you see like them just talking to Splash Damage, hey, make multiplayer for this, right?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean,
they published Brink, so.
that's what I was gonna say. There's a weird connection there, but Brink kind of didn't go so well for them.
It was okay.
I think I didn't play much of Brink, but from what I played, it's pretty similar to those enemy territory games. Like a lot of those games, blood is in Brink.
Interesting art style for
Yeah,
that game, and a really good like UI design, really good menus and stuff.
I like the character customization and stuff like that, but
Bethesda's games always have really good UI and menu stuff, though. So
just anything they publish.
it kind of like Dishonored had really good menus. Like it seems like kind of Thief stole a lot of that, like menu design and UI design.
Yeah,
Even like Skyrim, if you don't like it, the menus look good.
Yeah,
the fonts.
bit weird on the mouse and keyboard, but yeah.
Yeah. Fallout, great menus as well. Wonder when we're going to hear about Dishonored 2 and like for real. Seems like Bethesda has a lot on its plate. Can't really talk a lot about it.
Can't wait until the Elder Scrolls Online comes out soon, so we can just not talk about it anymore.
Did we ever talk about it though?
No, but I mean, just
The
when
world.
I say we, I mean the world. Yeah.
Don't want to hear about it anymore? You're done?
I'm done. Especially when anyone talks about it, they say bad things about it. So it can't be very good.
People at my work are excited about it. They love Skyrim.
But they haven't played it, right?
No, they're like, it's like a multiplayer Skyrim. I'm like, yeah.
I even got
like
the chance to redeem a key for it, but I just didn't bother. I don't care.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like a beta or something?
Yeah.
I should give it that to me. I would play it.
No, but it was like for just a weekend or something. It's like it's not.
Oh, okay. No.
I
Should give it. I would have done that. I would have taken one for the team because I'm not gonna like pay $60 and then a subscription.
And the funny thing is, they're putting that on like PS4, Xbox One as well, which is even.
Is it confirmed for Xbox One?
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing it at like, it's like in the PS4 trailers. So.
Yeah, it has to be. Pretty sure I've seen like box art and stuff.
Speaking of like old school first-person shooters, have you heard the recent developments of like that Duke Nukem thing?
Oh, there was a new story that came out about it today, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, so like 3D Realms is basically still like putting its feet down. It's like, no, we own the brand. So this whole thing is so fucked up.
Love that.
Why are people care? Like, it's Duke Nukem. He should probably just be like public domain at this point.
Public domain, I love that. Yeah, I just think it's funny that like. I'm pretty sure Gearbox got it though.
I feel like that was the story, right?
Yeah,
maybe they just got
like,
development rights to Duke Nukem Forever. Maybe that was the thing.
That must be where they're drawing the line.
Yeah.
But I feel like...
I don't feel like they've ever really explicitly said we own Duke Nukem.
I think they did. When it was announced that they were putting out Duke Nukem Forever, I think they did say something like that.
But I feel like if that was legit,
it was a news story?
Issue.
I don't know.
Or maybe 3D Realms is just like super scuzzy like that.
I
believe
that's
that.
Probably true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I've
remember
met,
they sued
Scott Miller or George Broussard personally, but
yeah. I mean, they sued Gearbox for unpaid royalties on Duke Nukem Forever. So.
I don't know where I'm going.
What?
I don't know where I'm going, guys. That's just what I'm saying.
Just bring up the vector map.
It doesn't have. Hold on.
Terrible game.
I don't know.
I really hope Doom 4 whatever
Duke Nukem 4.
Duke Nukem 4. Doom 4 has a vector map and you can move around in it. That'd be great. That Doom 4 beta, the more I hear about it...
The Doom beta?
The Doom beta, I guess. The more I hear about it and the more I read inside stories, like theoretically inside stories about like id, it sounds like that game's never going to happen. I
think it must be if they've mentioned it.
Maybe it's like Bethesda's way of saying,
you
need to fucking hurry up.
I think it's going to be at E3.
What?
I think it's going to be at E3 in some form.
E3?
Yeah.
Like, that'd be a lot for, like, that, Dishonored, and, like, Fallout 4 all at E3. That sounds like a fucking ton of
Well,
games.
they haven't really said anything about like that Dishonored thing. Remember that logo if it came about? Like, apparently that was fake.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I thought they never commented on it, so which led to the credence that, like... Let me Google it. Let me try to see.
Maybe it was just other people saying that it was fake, but I saw a talk that it was fake-o. Can't believe it. Lost. I'm usually not too bad at these things because I have pretty good memory when it comes to this stuff, but because I'm talking, it makes it harder.
Sure.
Good music by Bobby Prince, but obviously not as good as the Doom music or the Doom Nukem 3D music, but you know, still good. Just not as memorable.
See, this is the weird part. It says Dishonored 2 is going to use id Tech 6. I thought they were using CryEngine.
I don't believe this.
What?
I don't believe that.
Like, I'm just skimming these stories. It's showing like a bunch of like press information that came with that logo.
6. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, say. Oh, sorry, in Tech 5. Says use in Tech 5, new location.
Yeah, I
new,
believe that now.
new main character.
If it's using the Tech 5, I completely believe that.
I thought they made an announcement that they were using the CryEngine. I thought there was something about that. Because wasn't it like fucking Unreal that they were using before?
Yeah.
CryEngine. Arcane Studios making its next game of CryEngine. Yeah. Annihilate the Outsider versus multiplayer. Oh, that sounds terrible. I hope that's not real. Dishonored multiplayer. Fuck that.
Oh dear. I'm just not believing anything at the moment.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Ross Harvey. The internet lies to me consistently.
Yeah.
And it says Doom coming to 2016, which sounds like really far away.
That can't be really true.
How could it not put out a game?
No, it's just how they couldn't mention it on this Wolfenstein thing, like as a, ooh, you need to pre-order Wolfenstein: The New Order if it's not gonna come out anytime soon. Like, has to come out next year, surely.
But one thing to note, I think about this, I think this was before this came out, that this Dishonored 2 leak thing talks about the Doom beta pre-order for access thing. I think that was before the Wolfenstein announcement got made.
Really? Interesting.
I don't know what to believe anymore. I think Dishonored 2 is being made. I don't know when it's coming out, but I know
I
it's
believe that. Absolutely believe that.
And I feel pretty confident about the rumors that they're going to be making Prey 2. Like, that also seems valid.
I believe it, but I don't believe that one as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Prey 2 just never.
I feel like people still talk about that game too much for them not to like try to do that, right?
I don't know. I don't see that many people talking about it.
A lot of people were talking about it that E3. Like
that E3, absolutely, but I just think I don't want to make sweeping generalizations, but I don't think the rest of the gaming population have the strongest of like memories when it comes to this sort of thing.
Sure, but also at the same time, I feel like Bethesda people get constantly asked during interviews, like, "What about Prey 2? What's going on with Prey 2?" I always feel like that's like a question that gets asked.
Yeah,
it's similar to like, when's the next Shenmue? Like, when's the next Kingdom Hearts? Like shit like that.
When's the next Shenmue?
Fucking Phil Spencer got asked that question on his Twitter, and he's like, "You stop talking to me." Basically,
really?
He's like, "Go talk to Sega. I don't fucking care."
Yeah.
Oh shit, Phil Spencer, beautiful.
He's awesome.
Yeah. I wish he talked more on like stage.
Maybe you will. Now
Yeah.
that Mark Whitman's gone, you never know.
I guess they already have their whole like 90 minutes of E3 filled up, and they have a ton more stuff to talk about. So they're like reducing further the amount of like executives on stage.
Doom 3 stage demo. Doom 4, rather.
Doom 3. Here's Doom 3 coming to Xbox One, motherfuckers. Flashlights back in.
The
Fan edition.
Prepare to not die edition.
Prepare to not die. Prepare for hell. Dude, I'm really interested in what Doom looks like. Like there was that whole giant bomb conversation about like how could you make another Doom game?
Yeah. I thought they did pretty well with Doom 3.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Still need to play that game sometime.
We'll cover it before the next Doom game comes next.
In 2016, right?
In 2016. I hope it's an E3. I hope it's an E3. Even in just trailer form.
You just want to get something to get excited about? I feel like there's going to be a lot of announcements this E3. Because I felt like there wasn't many this last one. And I feel like most people have been holding back on stuff.
Yeah, because it was mostly just about the hardware, which is probably smart.
Yeah.
Anything that you were going to announce during E3 last year was going to get buried.
It's going to get buried underneath like PS4 DRM and stuff like that, right?
PS4
like Xbox One.
Yeah. You know,
Look at this video
I heard
so
with the PS4, you have to like, you
have to always be connected.
You have to always be connected, and you can't buy used games. Like, what's that all about?
You have to like rub it 3 times before it like turns on. Stuff like that.
No secrets in that level. Sorry.
Video games have kind of got exciting again.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Like just like it kind of came to me like with Titanfall game release, like all of the manufactured hype around that thing. It's like people are making a big deal about video games again.
I think Infamous is a part of that for me, just because that's a fantastic looking game. Like I think that's the first. That and Rise.
That and Rise, yeah.
The two, like really, wow, this is what games are probably gonna look like in a couple of years' time, consistently.
It's one game, like, I think my biggest problem with Infamous Second Son is, like, I like Infamous, but this just seems like more Infamous, and that's the part where it kind of unsells me on it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a launch title in that respect.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Rise in terms of, like, it just kind of this, but more, right? Not necessarily better, but more. But like the graphic, like the particle effects and stuff look fucking amazing in Infamous. Like even just like texture detail, Infamous Second Son looked awesome.
Yeah, like it's enough to sort of tempt me to get a PS4.
Same. I've been looking at it like I could actually buy a PS4 right now.
But you're like, no, I can't really.
And then I look at like what's coming out. I'm like, I don't know.
Like that's it. It's like Infamous and like The Order.
And
like the Order looks amazing as well graphically, but I couldn't care less about playing it, you know.
The gameplay looks even like unsells me more of that game than Infamous.
Yeah, because Infamous looks really fun.
Yeah, Infamous is those are great games.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite third-person shooters of last generation. I've loved Infamous 1 and 2 so much. One of my favorite PlayStation franchises.
Yeah.
But that's not enough. Like the more I saw Infamous Second Son, I was like, fuck yeah. And simultaneously I was like, fuck yeah, and like I don't know. Like the part where it was Infamous wasn't super exciting, but the part where like it looked awesome was pretty cool. I don't know. I like to have an excuse to get a PS4.
Yeah.
I know it took you to like The Last of Us before you bought a PS3, but
that didn't work out very well, did it?
Did you even like play it?
I played some of it.
Yeah.
But I didn't like what I played. I did hear it get better, but
it does, but it takes kind of a while to get better. That first tutorial level is not great. Like, hide from the military, kind of lame.
I just thought it was lacking.
Yeah. Also, the story's kind of sucks in the beginning. It's very generic.
Good. Quite like the intro, but not the actual
It was okay.
Story.
It didn't do a lot for me. Like when people were like, minds were exploding about like that intro to The Last of Us, I was like, it's not that good.
Yeah.
It's not like a Dead Space 2. It's supposed to be real people.
I need help.
Do those barrels explode when you shoot them?
No, this isn't Doom.
Ugh. They're green though. Like, come on.
I died. I'm gonna move over. Should I play a different? I'll do a different episode.
Yeah, do a different episode.
Before moving on to Spear of Destiny. I'll do the second episode, which I remember being pretty hard with the zombies. They're faster and awful.
Yeah.
That looks like a secret, but
the guy looks super gnarly when he gets killed.
Yeah.
Thing. It's kind of a bummer. I kind of wish games like. I think that's one of the aspects of like this like resurgence of like old school shooters. Like their face isn't on the bottom of the screen.
Enemy Territory, Wolfenstein had that.
I mean this new resurgence of that, like with like Rise of the Triad and like Hard Reset stuff like that. Those aren't that, right?
Yeah.
Like the face isn't at the bottom of the screen. I don't care. So like to see your article about that old school shooter resurgence, where first person shooters are nowadays. What was that? Zombie karate chopping you?
That's just the way they shoot. They have their guns wedged inside their chest, and they sort of move their arms up and down.
That's super dumb. Holy shit.
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic. But yeah, this is hard with just the pistol. Oh yeah, I found the machine gun. It's fine now. It's gonna be fine.
Also, I really hate that stuff like Doom, where like it takes all your shit away. Like it gets really fucking rough, and I forget to like auto-save.
This is fine because it's the start of the episode, but yeah. I mean, John Romero said, every level is doable with just a pistol. but well, starting off with the pistol, he means. Like,
come on, he's fucking John Romero. Like,
I know, but he did play test and made sure, yeah, it's doable. You can do it.
Like, John Romero saying, "Oh, I can do this," doesn't mean everyone can do it.
No, that's why Daikatana didn't turn out very well. It was a similar sort of thing where...
Waiting for the resurgence of that game. Daikatana 2.
It was a similar sort of thing where he made it for hardcore, quote-unquote, hardcore gamers. It didn't quite...
Like back then, what that meant?
Yeah. That was
Fuck,
2000, like...
Yeah, we didn't even have
hardcore
fucking...
gamer back then.
We didn't have fucking Angry Birds or any of that bullshit back then. Was I... One thing I do like about like Dark Souls like marketing is that they don't really talk about the hardcore gamer.
The hardcore gamer. Yeah.
They're just like, you're gonna die. Like, whoever you are, you're gonna die. It doesn't matter if you're hardcore or casual, like, you're gonna fucking die.
It's true. I love that achievement in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah. It's a great achievement.
It's probably my favorite thing about Dark Souls 2 at the moment.
You haven't played it.
Secret. I know, but that's my favorite thing about. Well, I got the chain gun, so we can officially end the stream. But just so I can show that.
Chain gun?
Yeah.
You haven't gotten it yet, right?
I've gotten it now. Shush! You're ruining the illusion.
Is there a rocket
You're ruining
launcher?
the illusion. No, there's no rocket launcher. I'll briefly talk about the other versions, the ports of this, right?
Okay, go ahead.
So, most of the ports for this actually have different graphics, like different sprites, different sound effects. Oh my god. Oh, so for this, find the scoreboard. Yeah, it's Adrian Carmack, John Carmack, Kevin Cloud, Tom Holland, John Romero.
So it's just them.
Yeah, and it's.
Wait, John Romero's at the bottom? That seems wrong.
That is wrong, but you know, they've all got the same score. Okay. And I'm only slightly better with 100 point over.
That also seems wrong.
So what I was going to say, yes, the other ports of this had different graphics for the most part and different sound effects. The SNES version, like I mentioned earlier, has like no blood and all the Nazi references are removed, I think, and giant rats instead of dogs, which is silly. And the 3DO version was good. Like the 3DO version and one of the other versions has like additional weapons, and one of them is a rocket launcher. I think it's the Jaguar version. They have a rocket launcher and a flamethrower, while you know the original didn't. The fun fact about the Jaguar version, do you want to know this?
Give me it. Hit me. You find Jaguar?
Id Software did that port in a weekend, and it's basically a mix of Doom and Wolfenstein together. It's really strange.
Oh, weird.
It has the Doom pistol in it.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. It's very
much
strange.
better pistol than this, probably, right?
It's the same sprite, is what I mean.
Okay. That's weird.
And certain things like they gutted the treasure in that version, but it meant that you could put your health past 100, which is like a Doom thing. So it had bits of Doom in that game.
That's very strange. Yeah. Was there a reason for it, or they just were fucking around?
I think they just wanted to make it a bit more like Doom.
Admirable goal, right?
Admirable goal, yeah. But I think some people were annoyed with that version because it wasn't Wolfenstein.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Authentic Wolfenstein.
See, this is episode 3. Episode 3 easier because it doesn't have any zombies in it.
Zombies are fucking ruthless, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great game.
So you like Doom more than this, right?
Oh
like,
yeah, but this is still
the franchise.
Oh yeah.
How about Quake?
Quake's all over the place.
Yeah.
It's even more all over the place than this.
I'm sorry, Rage?
That's a great franchise.
Great franchise? I'd love to see a Rage too.
They've always said, like, we would love to go back to Rage.
That's never gonna happen. Wasn't like a massive sales disappointment?
It was, yeah, I think it flopped pretty hard.
Like, I'm pretty sure like Bethesda is like they're pretty quiet about like how they handle stuff at their studio.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure stuff got out there like, we need to like redo everything here at id. Like, this game.
I mean, even it dropped price really quickly over here in the UK. And when Doom 3 BFG Edition came out, the shop game were giving away free copies with Rage with it.
Weird.
Yeah. I think at the moment you can buy Rage for £2 used.
I rented Rage.
I think it's a good game.
It's a good shooter. Every other part of it is kind of lame.
I agree with you. But the bit where it's a shooter,
Even
it's very good.
like technical graphics are pretty great, but the art style sucks.
Yeah, and I think that's a problem. Like, these games, like Wolfenstein 3D, Doom, and stuff like that, have good art styles. That bit holds up.
Well, I can at least agree with you on Doom. I don't know about
holds up.
Wolfenstein.
Like, maybe the repeat textures and all that, you know, it's not great, but like the sprites of the Nazis and stuff like that, it's kind of colourful. This level is not a good example, but there were, you know, other levels that are a bit more colourful than that.
Doom has a great art style. Even Doom 3, pretty good art style, right?
Yeah. I like the way Quake 1 looks.
Yeah. But like, Rage, super lame art style, like really great textures, super mega textures, whatever they're called. But like super lame art style. It's really that lame.
Amazing frame rate on Rage.
Yeah, definitely. But, like the driving stuff was lame, the RPG stuff was lame, the loot stuff was lame. Like all
there's
of it.
no RPG stuff, basically.
I mean, there is, but there isn't. At the same
I think
time.
you had armor slightly changed your something, and that was it.
Something. It was really lame. It was there, but it was super lame. What was there?
I remember.
Wasn't there perk stuff? Wasn't there something?
No.
Great shooter. Everything else was pretty lame. Even like the AI was kind of weak.
Are there any questions in the chat?
No.
Why does Ross Hartley suck so much in games?
Oh, thank you, Russ Hartley in the chat for asking that question. It's because he's from the British Isles. They don't know how video games work. Also, he plays inverted, so he plays wrong.
As you can see in Wolfenstein 3D, it makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference. Looking left to right, you just switch it up right to left. That's what you do.
I hate that. No, I can't do that.
You're not that inverted.
No.
It is kind of a bummer that your health doesn't go over 100. Like that's. You can see like this is like the baseline for these games.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Also, I really like that it says "get psyched" at the beginning of each mission.
Yeah, it's the loading bar. Yeah.
Get psyched! Yeah, Wolfenstein.
They had a reference to that in Wolfenstein 2009. Like that was one of the loading screen tips. It wasn't a tip. It just said "get psyched."
That's pretty great.
Which I approve.
Yeah. Remember in Rage where there was like that Doom Marine bobblehead, and you're like, "Man, that game is way better than this."
It had a Wolfenstein secret, a Doom secret, and a Quake secret.
Did it really? I only recognized the Doom one.
Yeah, well, the bobblehead was like sitting in the dashboard or something at the start, but you can get that bobblehead if you find the Doom secret.
But I did get the bobblehead.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. I don't remember the Quake and Wolfenstein references, but that's probably because I never played Quake and Wolfenstein.
No, there were secrets. Like there were bits of. Look them up. It's like it takes you to like a Wolfenstein level, a Doom level, and a Quake level for a very short amount of time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like with old shitty graphics, or is it like new?
Yes.
Weird. That's weird. But I kind of love it.
I kind of love that about Ridge. Yeah, it was very referential. Even with like the Fallout bobblehead that was in there.
Yeah, it was very referential. Like where you get that BFG for like a minute.
There was that guy with the Doom shirt on.
Oh, that was good.
Mm-hmm. I wish I had a shirt like that.
I need to get a shirt like that. That box art for Doom is fucking incredible.
I know they sell it.
So is that logo.
I know they sell it. I need to get it someday.
Yeah.
But it's, US, man. Go
to PAX.
No,
they're probably selling Doom shirts there.
I hope so.
Or we can get to take you to a hot topic. There probably is Doom shirts there.
I don't even know what that is. Is that like a...
That's where all the goth kids buy
Is that
their
a
stuff.
Dunn Stores?
That's one of the brick and mortar retailers.
Okay.
But they like sell goth stuff. But unfortunately they also have the best print stuff. So like band shirts and culture, video game culture, music culture stuff. So
Cool.
kind of have to go in there.
I don't know where sells... I don't know. I think there's a shop called Hot. Oh no, Fresh Garbage, not Hot Garbage.
Fresh Garbage.
Yeah, it's a real shop in the city centre.
Really?
I think it sells that sort of guff. No.
No.
They sell smoking paraphernalia and everything. It's one of those really.
Like smoking or smoking?
Yeah, no, like wah sort of.
A wah. There are a bunch of those stores in Bellingham because it's legal.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think in our case, it's like, oh, it's for tobacco, it's fine.
But we have like, here's your metal stuff, and like, here's your glass stuff, and like that.
What is that even?
Not a big fan, gotta say.
Your metal stuff and your glass stuff.
Yeah, glass stuff. It tastes different, I guess, supposedly. My friends were really into hookah for a while.
Don't know what that is.
I don't really either, but it's not. It's like, it's actual. It was legal before even marijuana was. Like, it's like smoking, but it's like flavored. Like there's like
Blaskowitz probably knows what you're talking about.
He's like, my friend got like a Fruity Pebbles flavored one. I tried it. Didn't really do a lot for me. Experimented with it.
Well, there you go.
Does BJ Blazkowicz ever smoke in this game?
It's implied.
Like an idle animation?
That would have been good, but no.
Some smoking. That was a great thing about the Metal Gear Solid 4 install screen. It was just solid thing smoking. That's all I was
did like that.
Yeah.
And you use cigarettes to show like laser beams or whatever it was in that game.
I didn't get very far in that game, unfortunately. So I don't know. I got to the point where like there was a monkey.
I just made a Metal Gear Solid in general.
I didn't get very far in the Metal Gear Solid franchise, so I don't know.
Apart from Rising.
Yeah, and that was a bummer.
Remember back in the day when that was called Metal Gear Solid Rising? Remember that?
Was it? Was it called that?
Yep, it was. Because I watched the E3 2010 press conference recently.
The Microsoft one?
Yeah, that's the one with the slicing melons.
A very different game. There have been talks that they're going to make a sequel to that game, and I kind of want nothing to do with it if that's the case.
You're like the only person I know that didn't like it, man.
I feel like I'm like that with a lot of games. Like, I'll like the games, and then there'll be some games I'm just like, nope.
This is the worst thing ever.
Dark Souls 2. Not a big fan so far.
Which is surprising and sad, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's the curse of like the game that wins our most anticipated always is like a bummer. I mean, Mass Effect 2.
Mass Effect 3.
Mass Effect 3, sorry. Mass Effect 2 sucked, so that's why I instantly thought about it.
Mass Effect 2 is a great game.
Is it one of the games of the generation?
Maybe, yeah.
We'll find out soon enough.
I think it's a great game.
Is Wolfenstein 3D one of the best games of the generation?
Of its generation, absolutely.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, Doom surpasses it, so it's...
Or would Doom just be better? Like,
Doom's just better.
Yeah.
Can't really argue that.
1992.
1992. I should probably load up Spear of Destiny.
We probably should do that. I feel like we got a sense.
But I found the door.
Blue rooms. Was the UI in Doom green or gray?
Gray.
Was it? Okay.
Alright.
Wonder if they're gonna make another Quake.
I hope so.
Probably not, right?
I don't see why not. Well,
Because it would cost money that they probably wouldn't get back.
there's that.
I feel like they could get away with making a multiplayer only Quake, right?
They've already done that. It's called Quick Free.
I mean for the future. So this is Spear of Destiny.
This is Spear of Destiny. As you can see, it looks totally different.
Very strange. Holy shit. When did this come out? Same year?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well,
It
it
wasn't that
Vines.
long afterwards. Put it that way. I died already. This is. I've never played much of this before. I finished Wolfenstein 3D on the Xbox 360 version.
Yeah.
but I never played much of this. But this has always been said to be harder.
It's kind of crazy you're looking with like vines from the ceiling and stuff.
This has like bigger bullet boxes.
Hitboxes?
Bullet boxes, like it fills more ammo.
Oh, like ammo crates and stuff like that? Yeah. Those giant blue guys are assholes.
They're fine as long as you have a machine gun. If you don't have a machine gun, you're bummed.
Kind of fucked, yeah.
That's one of the things I don't really like. I feel like Doom's better balanced in that regard. Like the pistol and that, it's not great, but you can take out imps and stuff with it, and like shotgun guys and all that. You can take out the basic stuff with a pistol.
You can use the gun to get the other guns. It was kind of thing.
I've already beaten that level. That took me 53 seconds.
Damn.
There was
made for speedrunners.
There was obviously loads of stuff that I missed there, but oh well.
I've been playing Escape 2, sequel to Escape. The first I got in. Those are good Hitler pictures.
they're good, yeah.
There was a stream doing speedrun stuff with Escape 2, and like the developer got in there and started talking to them, and they were giving them the speedrunners were giving him tips about how to develop his game. It was really weird.
Really mean.
It was like, here's how you can make it more friendly to speedrunners. I'm like, you all are kind of terrible people.
I hate speedrunners. Sorry if I'm offending anyone here. There's a guy that actually follows me on Twitch and he's a speedrunner, but I hate speedrunners.
Like it's fine if that's what you want to play the game as, but like there've been some games I've played recently where like they've been like, what was it? It'll do? Or it was built with like speedrunners in mind in terms of like its statistics and like how you can get around the world.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that philosophy for a game sucks. Like
I don't mind if it's there. Obviously Ground Zeroes even has some of that.
Yeah.
See, I don't mind it like that, but just
I don't want that to be the core of your game. Built for speedrunners, like that's the quickest turn off for me.
But if you're playing 50 Cent Blood in the Sand and you're trying to speedrun it, and then you do badly at one checkpoint and then you start over, like, just don't.
No?
No. I'm gonna go on to mission 2 of Spirit of Destiny, and this is gonna blow your mind. It actually will look different.
Damn. Like, even this first level in Spirit of Destiny is kind of crazy looking compared to the others. Oh, you can launch each mission individually. That's pretty good.
That's just a Spirit of Destiny thing.
Oh, okay. So how do they distribute this stuff? Was it on CDs?
Floppy disks.
Floppy disks? What the fuck are you shooting?
The graphics are different.
What the fuck why is your gun crazy looking?
Oh, like why are the dogs different? Why is the doors look different? Why does it sound different? Like
why is it all? I can't do the sound, but why does it all look different?
I don't know. I wonder.
This is really strange.
I don't have a good answer to that.
Ross Hartley, I thought you were a professional video game man. What's going on?
I stabbed that dog.
That's mean. Not Rory's
it's like Call of Duty.
No, didn't you snap the dog's neck in Call of Duty?
Sure, but
that seems like it would be hard to do. Snap a dog's neck.
Not if you're a professional military man.
Sure. Those dogs kind of look like llamas to me. I don't know.
Like, it's pretty cool that I don't even know if it did these, but like
they look kind of shitty. These models look kind of bad.
I think the models look okay, but that pistol looks really bad. It's just a big
no, that pistol looks fucking awful. You can like, sure you can see the pixels, but you can see the pixels. It looks like a water pistol.
It does.
Which reminds me of that fucking stupid game. What was it?
Eat Lead?
Yes. What a stupid game. Are those big blue guys now they're gray? Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, why does your machine gun look exactly like the pistol?
Sick.
No, like for real. Like the model's the same.
It's like an iron sight. It's like a full blue inside the bottom. Find another Nazi rocket.
They really went crazy with like, hey, Wolfenstein looks all blue, guys.
But yeah, kind of speechless. Like,
You have nothing to say? Like,
yeah.
you're just blown away by this?
I don't know if this is done by it, but if it was, it's pretty cool. In theory, like just saying, let's completely redo every sprite.
Sure. There's like merit to that, right?
Yeah. And I'll quit out and show you Mission 3, in case that looks different again.
Have you seen Mission 3?
No, I don't know what Mission 3 looks like.
Oh god.
I didn't test it earlier, so I don't know.
Load that wad.
Oh, no, looks the same as Mission 2.
That's a disappointment.
It is.
Most disappointing game of 2014. Mission 3.
Mission 3 is Paradise.
It is called Ultimate Challenge.
Is that what it said? What it said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get psyched. Man, that pistol model looks fucking
I
awesome.
think the sound effects better though.
Yeah? Is this some Ultimate Doom? Not Ultimate Doom. What was that fucking mod we played?
Oh. I don't
Brittle
know.
Doom?
Brittle Doom.
Yeah.
I'm sure
What
there's
a weird
brutal
mod. That mod was so
Wolfenstein.
bizarre.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a brutal Wolfenstein that's about to exist.
That Doom mod kind of felt raw in some ways.
Yeah,
to be honest.
it's fun, but yeah.
Like, you reload in that game. Like, what are you doing? There was a funny thing. Was it 17-bit Studios close to Shogun people? Their next game. You spaceship roguelike thing. Like, you can equip your gun with a shotgun, or your ship with a shotgun. And it uses the shotgun sound from Doom.
Is that
They said it's not gonna be in the final game. But I kind of wish it was.
I kind of wish it was too. Well,
That's
I
a
found the
great
episode.
sound. I mean, it doesn't measure up to Titanfall shotgun, but best shotgun
not
ever
true.
made.
I'm
You not
sorry.
believe that? What? I'm censored. Did you reach the exit here? What's all with all these doors with keys? I haven't seen you pick up a key yet.
I'm sure if I cared enough to explore the entire level.
But you have to kill these llama dogs.
Mhm.
They have to die. They are abominations. How's the music in Wolfenstein?
Decent. I touched on this earlier, but you weren't listening.
I mean, I literally cannot listen to it. But
It's good. It's just not as memorable as the Doom music. Bobby
even
Prince.
Quake's soundtrack has like a following too, doesn't it?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. At some point, we're gonna have to look at Quake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've looked at Doom. We've looked at this. I don't think we looked at Doom in any official capacity on the site, right?
Nope,
Have we? For some reason, I feel like we did, but no.
Mission 3, easier from Mission 2.
When is Doom gonna come to the Xbox One? That's my question.
I don't know. Ultimate Challenge, what's so ultimate about it?
It seems easier than episode 2.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just shooting these green guys, like it's like the easiest enemy.
Like, you made it through that first one pretty quick.
No, I just died, so. There you go, that's the Ultimate Challenge.
Ultimate Challenge.
So, add it to the end, I guess.
That's, yeah, next episode, we're thinking about doing this in the months leading. Like, next month we'll do an episode, and then one more right before Wolfenstein,
Or just
the new
whenever.
order comes out.
Whenever it feels right, I suppose. There's
Sure.
no real schedule for it.
But we do have at least 2 other episodes in the work, and you want to remind people what those next 2 episodes will cover?
Return to Castle Wolfenstein and Wolfenstein.
And
Maybe
Wolfenstein
if
by
I do.
Raven Software.
Yeah.
Did it make Return to Castle Wolfenstein?
No.
Who made that?
Grey Matter.
Grey
And
Matter.
Splash Damage did the multiplayer.
Okay. Who's Grey Matter?
There
Still
used to be Zatrix, who did Kingpin and Redneck Rampage, and they got merged
God.
into Treyarch.
Oh, that's sad.
Is it?
That those people got jobs at Treyarch? Yeah, kind of is.
That's not. The Kingpin, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and all the
Weren't
Call of Duty games with flamethrowers Like that's all. That's the connection there. The awesome
Didn't-
flamethrower timeline.
Didn't you stream some Kingpin?
Just testing it. I would like to do a Hall of Fame on it.
Oh God. All right, that'll be for another time. That will do it for part 1 of our Wolfenstein retrospective.
Yes.
2 more episodes in the works. Pretty excited about Wolfenstein: The New Order, so we're gonna continue looking at old Wolfenstein games.
Yeah. See you later.